Sit down. Pretty misunderstood.
Hey guys, welcome back to
Pretty misunderstood.
What are we talking about today? Can you be friends with an ex? We're really excited about this one.
No, I am excited about this. It's just, it's a very touchy subject.
Is it?
It is.
Okay. How so?
Because I don't think the world needs to know.
You don't have to say
No, I don't think
exactly
the world
your
needs to know my
situation.
game. They need to know my game.
You don't have to share your game. You can give your thoughts about it
My
based
game
on
of how I navigate the exes and the this and all that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't have a game. Okay.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, what is it that we have to?
I'm torn. I am actually, I would say, friends with my most current ex.
I think the ex situation depends on the individual of
Agreed.
who you had a relationship with. Because there are some exes that I know that I would be perfectly fine with running into if that meaning like if they said hi, I wouldn't feel awkward.
It
Hold
means
on.
you're
Well, what I'm saying is, but they're not friends with me on Facebook. They're not friends with me like that. It's like there's no contact. But if I saw them randomly, I wouldn't
You'd
just
be on
dismiss
good
them,
terms.
ignore. Right?
You'd
I
be
would just
like,
be like, oh hey,
yeah.
it's happened before. But there are those who I am my exes are. I am friends with them on social media, and we're not communicating.
Right.
We're just friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because we just never
Deleted
undid it.
or
Right.
blocked. Or,
Then
I feel
there's-
like that's so dramatic. If
And
you have to block someone, I don't know. To me, that just feels like overly dramatic.
Like I said, it depends on the individual.
Maybe.
Because some people have to block their ex if they're psycho.
Oh, well.
You know, it
Thank
depends on
God
the
I have that,
situation.
I guess.
Exactly. We don't
Really
have crazy
understanding.
situations.
No, I think it's a testament to us because same for me. I don't have any exes where it's like tense, or if I were to see them out, it would be a problem. I don't communicate with all of them regularly, but
At
it's
some
like
point
always
in
like
time,
cordial.
sure.
You
That's
know,
what, yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like that's a testament to
To your character,
Yeah.
who you are. Yeah.
not to toot
Are we
my
tuning
own.
our own horn?
Yeah, but
Oh boy.
a little, but
Are
maybe it's deserving.
Well, ooh, okay.
Deserved.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
But then it gets complicated
Oh boy.
when you enter the next relationship and how, you know what I mean? This is all
Into the next relationship.
hypothetical.
Well,
at
yeah,
the
because
moment,
okay, first of all, let's be real, okay?
Okay.
Some men don't have a problem with it, and some do.
Yeah.
So you're right. It depends on who you're dating.
That and also the nature of the relationship
Right.
and your intention.
Right.
If you're saying friends because you're like secretly a part of you is hoping to rekindle that someday, or like you haven't fully resolved that relationship, or what, there's like unfinished business, that's a different thing.
Sure.
If it's like, look, we had a great thing, it's ended mutually, we know we're done, there's no like possibility of rekindling, but we're still like respect one another, enjoy each other's company, like can benefit from each other and communicate when needed, whatever, then I don't see a problem. But you also have to communicate that in a way to the new partner that they feel
Of course you have
comfortable.
to, because they don't
And
think
I feel like-
something's up.
But like,
That's
let's
the problem
say,
with people, though, sometimes that they don't
hide it.
communicate
Agreed.
that. And then you're left there sitting there going, "Oh, what happened?
Right.
Or
And
what?
then
Well,
it
what was
seems
the past relationship like?
Exactly.
And does it exist now?
Exactly.
And what? And
What are you
what's still
hiding?
lingering? Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
I know, I agree.
Oh, girl,
it's how you
no.
handle it.
Oh.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I know. Okay, what if you know your intentions are pure? There's nothing like romantic left with that past relationship. You strictly are friends. On occasion, you communicate, whatever. But your new partner is like, no, not having it. I don't want, like, they create the boundary
It
for
depends on
you.
the level of that relationship.
Yeah.
If that partner is just fresh into it, and they're giving demands like that, it's only been a month. Well, you gonna have to go. You gonna have to go. Yeah, because I don't want you no more.
Right.
I mean, and I don't know. It depends on the person. Because that's really tough to just give that answer. I can't give that answer.
I know, just
you can't even give that answer.
Hypothetical.
Can you give that answer? I can't. I know I can't. That's hard because some people are worth cutting ties with. Right. And then there's some people that aren't. Mm-hmm. I mean, that are, you know.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. I get it.
So I'll say this. Am I friends with some exes where I am communicating with them? Oh, sure. I mean, the person that I'm in the divorce with, we still communicate. It's not like every day. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not like, how are you, baby? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. You know, it's just, hey, you know, did you see this happen? Da, da, da. Oh, yeah. It's cordial and respect,
genuine friendship.
Exactly. So like I said, going back, I'm grateful that my process is not dramatic. Right. I feel for those of you who are going through that. You know who you are. Well, I have no words because I know that it's not easy, and then you tie in stress on top of that, stress of having to separate things and all that. It's not easy. Not easy. No. But let's talk about some interesting things. Okay. You know, have you had any exes that have DM'd you?
We're gonna go there.
I'm going there because I can tell this right now.
You know, have you seen that meme or whatever? Like
I've had my cup of tea.
When your name comes up with like another couple, like your name coming up as a topic of conversation creates fights, and like you're
and you're not even in it. I'm sure that's probably happened to me at some point, but I'll say this: I have not had any sort of. For those of my exes that are in relationships right now, they've not reached out in that level like that, but they have, you know, sent their hearts and fires. I don't
really get that.
I'm just saying like that can be. I mean, what do you think? Is it inappropriate to have hearts and fires on your stories?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Really?
I would, because
what if it's one time on your birthday? That's different. Let's be real. You have to dissect the amount of what's going on. If every time you post a story and somebody's hearting it all the time, that's one thing. Mm-hmm. But if it's like your birthday and you're with you're with friends and they heart it, that's different.
All goes back to the
intention. All know what's in.
Yeah, there you go. A heart fire emoji and then, hey, you're looking really good. How you been? Like little.
Well, and even
trying to get a foot in the door.
But it's also the frequency of those heart and fires. Agreed. You know. So I will say, honestly, I don't have as many of that happening to me, but I have had exes who are single who have done that, sure.
Yeah. So I had a recent situation.
An
ex from many years ago. I've not seen him in over a decade, but we've stayed in contact to an extent, like friendly, I would say.
See, I don't have to say anything. I just go like this, and I already know what time it is.
But to describe it, I feel like...
Okay, but besides that, the point is that this person has reached out in a flirtatious way here and there at times, and now all of a sudden it's being discovered, and now and
I don't know the scenario. I don't know the full scenario. I just know a message was sent that indicated that the communication was going to cease, and I was like, cool. Wish you both well, because he's in a relationship, has been for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've always known about that, respected it, etc. So I'm like, cool, no problem.
You did everything you're supposed to do.
But I will say, I do empathize with her because...
Of course you do.
From her perspective, she thinks, God only knows what she thinks.
Right.
I only know my heart, and my intention was never planned to meet up or see or...
You were not trying to be the woman of the night.
Exactly. No, thank you. But I know that feeling, and I would never want to create that for somebody.
Right.
And if I did inadvertently, I feel awful about that, and I don't want karmically for that to come back on me. I think about that. But it's like, what are we to do? I don't know. I feel like, in a way, I've been I'm making this up in my mind, but I've been painted as this, could be painted as some home wrecker. Not that I have been. That's overly dramatic.
Well, hey, I got my fair share.
No, I know who I am, and to even think that could be a portrayal
yeah.
of me is so wild because it's like so far from who I am and how I operate. But
you know what? It could always be worse. And you know what I mean by that is, at least it's not somebody trashing you on social media where it all of a sudden trends.
Well,
Which
in
would
that
make you
case-
think how it is in celebrity world.
well,
What, you know, be careful
that's
what
a
you
mess.
read and what you know, because sometimes it's not what you think.
then does it make you question your role? Like, okay, you know your intention, but does it make you hesitant because of that potential to like say, like I have no hard feelings, we're cool, but like I'm just gonna not engage?
You're saying, does that cause me to pull back?
Yeah, the potential for a misunderstanding. Does it make you ever?
What do you think? I went through a traumatic situation, you know, a few
Speak
years
on it.
ago.
Speak on it.
Yeah, I mean, it just, I wasn't aware of certain situations with dealing with a certain individual. I wasn't aware, and I just felt very taken back. Like I was paranoid of like, oh my gosh, any guy that reached out to me, especially if he was with someone, oh man, I would say 1-2 words and keep it moving, or sometimes I would just not even say anything because I never want any woman out there to think that I am trying to take their man. I don't want
like
a man who doesn't want me, and I then don't want a
God.
man who just wants me lustfully and doesn't want me for who I am. Because if you're going outside of your relationship, 9 times out of 10, it's because you want me for physical. You don't want me for me if you are doing that.
Right.
So I don't want that. I don't want any part of that. So that in itself, but the fact that I know in the back of my mind, you know, that there is a person out there, and it only takes one person. I mean, it's sad. It's like, who really cares? I don't talk to this person. This person's not in my life. I don't even hang out with this person or their friends. But yet, in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, it impacted me on a level like what you said. It shifted me. Because at first, I was a little naive and I thought, oh, sure, I'll just reply. Yeah, I'm doing fine. But man, I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared to be looked at as a person of no integrity.
Oh,
I mean, I am a...
It goes back to like our title of our show.
Yeah, pretty misunderstood.
Yeah. And that's the worst feeling.
It is the worst feeling because there's an automatic perception that, oh, well, you're beautiful, so your life is great, or you have it so easy. Or I had a guy last week.
You're out to get my man or something like that.
I had oh my goodness. I have never been in a fight at a bar, but there was one time I was at a bar once and this lady thought I was looking at her guy and I wasn't. I wasn't even looking at the guy. And I literally told her, I said, look, woman, because I had maybe 2 drinks. I had just gotten there. I wasn't even trying to I was just being casual. And I literally said to her, look, woman, if you want to really fight me, you can meet me at the boxing range over at Riverside Park. At that time, there was a boxing. There was one there. And I was like, you can fight me for real with boxing mittens. I'm not doing this here. I literally, here's my number. I'm up here pulling my phone out, giving her my number. And she's like pulling her phone out. And I'm going, and her
to schedule your bout.
Well, she was more taken back, but she was just kind of like, I could tell she was drunk. But I said, look, I take my number. You want to really beat the crap out of me? Let's go. And she's like, oh, what are you saying? Wait, I'll get my phone out. I don't think she was really comprehending what I was really saying. Yeah. But I was really serious. Like granted, I don't know how to box. But I just felt like I'm not going to do that in public.
Incident.
That was literally the only incident I ever had that could come close to a fight. And it was all because I was misunderstood.
Well, this was kind of a spicy one.
Yeah.
So, takeaway is, I'm not talking to no exes anymore. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well.
No, you just have to know the line.
Yeah,
be respectful of the other.
The person has
if they're
to
in a
trust you. You
relationship,
have to understand.
communication is key.
Yeah, it just depends
And
on
your
who you're with
intentions.
and what is going on and how it's going on. You know, that none of that made sense, but it's about the dynamic of the relationship.
Amen.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. See you next time.
Tell us what you think.